Hiring and onboarding can be challenging, especially because it doesn't always happen at the most convenient time. It often takes longer and involves more work than expected. As a manager, it can consume a lot of your time. My name is Sarah, and I will guide you through how to easily manage the hiring and onboarding process. Let's start with hiring. If you want to learn more about onboarding, feel free to skip this section. In the past, I have hired around 20 people. While 20 might not seem like a large number, I had to review hundreds of resumes and conduct about 100 interviews to hire those individuals. During this process, I felt that I didn't have a good system to evaluate candidates fairly based on our actual needs. Consequently, the job descriptions and the hiring process itself were not aligned with our current requirements. I believe managers and human resources teams need clarity on the skills and competencies candidates must possess. These should be evaluated based on the tasks they will actually perform 60-80% of the time. Achieving this clarity begins with defining a framework for everyone involved in the process. If you are using Nova, you can find this framework here. You create a project like this and select this template. If this information is sensitive, make the project private and grant access to the human resources team or manager. Before I explain this framework, it's important to note that this framework is not prescriptive. Its goal is to help you think about how to manage the hiring process effectively and to discuss your needs with your HR team. You can create your own template or modify this one. You can save it as a template, ensuring a consistent structure for your hiring processes. To save the changes you make, go here. The next time you start hiring, go to your templates and select yours. Returning to the framework, it starts with defining the opportunity, specifying personal traits and values essential for a candidate to be the right fit for the position. Then, it moves on to the first round of screening calls. Here, the team can define the questions that need to be asked to progress to the next round of interviews. These questions should align with the previously mentioned criteria. The framework also includes setting up the email or message the candidate will receive based on whether they move forward or not. In this framework, we use the KAAP framework to evaluate each candidate. This evaluation session is only created if the candidate has passed the screening call or survey. In this framework, the manager fills out the types of competencies and skills the candidate needs to have and defines the weight of each competency from 1 to 5. A score of 5 indicates something essential for the role and is used daily. Once completed, the manager saves this filled-out framework as a template, which can be reused for each candidate. As the manager or other team members interview candidates, they ask questions intending to assess the candidate's experience and knowledge in competencies with higher weights. They fill out this template as they ask questions, add notes, and provide a score for the candidate. The score takes into account more than just competencies. Team members should consider whether they believe the candidate would be a good fit for the team and if they could contribute positively. Using this method, the manager and the AR team have a more holistic and fair way to validate candidates and select the right one. Additionally, in this framework, the team can create a Kanban board to keep track of tasks, ensuring all paperwork is ready for the new hire. Now, imagine one or more people are joining the team. Typically, this involves numerous hours in meetings, sharing documents, and explaining company processes. For new team members, this experience can be overwhelming. They often need to read extensive documents, search through various folders for information, and meet new people to understand whom to contact for specific matters. It's a process that can feel isolating despite the occasional welcome lunch or meeting on the first day. In this video, I'd like to share how you can make the onboarding process less chaotic, saving you hundreds of hours in meetings. Additionally, if you're onboarding more than one person, even from different departments, the process can be more collaborative and engaging, reducing the overwhelming feeling. Moreover, as a manager, you often lack visibility into what new team members have read, what they now know, or if they have any questions. With this process, you will have greater visibility into their progress. You can even create a list of tasks for their first 30 to 60 days. If you are using Nova, you already have an example for onboarding. It needs to be edited to provide information about your team and organization, but it's a solid template. After making the necessary changes, let's say you add a welcome video and sections about your team services and your organization. Once everything is ready, save it as a template. You can use it every time a new employee joins your organization or a group of them does. Select your template, invite them, and add the due dates. In this example, you could have a welcome session, a session explaining details about the team, or suggestions on whom to meet within the organization. It could include information about team norms and so on. Inside the session, you can see that all sessions are collaborative. If multiple people are joining the company at the same time, they can see each other, creating a more collaborative experience. It's different from a learning platform because you can also assign tasks, encourage idea sharing, and make this experience extremely collaborative. Furthermore, as new team members progress through the process, they can mark tasks as complete. As a manager or hair manager, you can track their progress through the progress bar. Another advantage is that everything can have due dates. If you want them to complete certain tasks within their first week, add a due date. They will receive notifications and see it on their calendar. You can customize this process in any way you want. For example, I often create a Kanban board for each new employee, listing tasks they need to complete in their first 30 days. Sometimes there are tasks for other employees to do, such as scheduling a meeting with the new employee. This is easy to manage because each employee has their own calendar and to-do list. They can easily see what's completed or not. In some cases, I ask employees what they would improve and give them the opportunity to share feedback based on their fresh perspective. To encourage creative thinking, I added an idea wall. They can add one idea per sticky note or react to other people's ideas. This usually results in valuable suggestions. Again, if you are onboarding more than one person, they can collaborate and share ideas in the session.
I hope this video has given you some ideas about potential approaches. These are examples and can be adapted to suit your specific needs.
For a demo or any questions, please contact our team. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.